What's up people, I'm Halls and this is Defeat the Enemy. Today we're having a look at my first impressions of Earth Defense Force 2025. EDF is a third-person shooter focusing on an alien invasion of Earth by aliens who attack primarily by dropping giant insects everywhere and just calling it a day, going home putting their feet up, assuming that's going to be enough. You play as a soldier whose job it is to exterminate insects and aliens alike. There are 4 soldier classes, but so far I've only tried 2, as one is labelled a co-op class and one is labelled for advanced players only. So I'll get around to checking them later on, but for now I've stuck with the 2 regular classes. The first is the Ranger, which is basically a soldier. You carry assault rifles and rocket launchers and stuff like that, the stuff you just have in normal games. The other one is the Wing Diver, who can't take as much damage as the Ranger but has a jetpack, so there's a bit of balance there. The Ranger is fairly easy to use. It's the same character you see in just about every third-person shooter, so it takes no time to learn him at all because you already know it from other games. The Wing Diver takes a bit more practice. Your jetpack and weapons use the same fuel source, so if you fly a lot it means you can't reload your weapons, and if you shoot a lot you can't fly away. You have to wait for the ammo to recharge, and if you use all your ammo it does a emergency reload, which is where like you can't fly or use your weapons, you're just a sitting duck basically. So anyway, this takes a while to get the hang of, and running out of juice at critical moments causes a huge loss of health because the monsters just wreck you while you're standing there, and you can even die. It's pretty common to die as the Wing Diver compared to the Ranger in my experience. With practice, I'm sure it's a more versatile class than the Ranger and there's more stuff you can do with it, but it takes some getting used to, so I've stuck mainly to the Ranger so far. I'm really enjoying the game. The maps and enemies are all huge, so running around cities shooting giant ants the size of houses is a lot of fun. The environments are all destructible too, so you can blow up buildings with explosives and take down trees and stuff like that. It makes the whole thing hugely satisfying. The gameplay is a bit repetitive, but it doesn't feel repetitive. It stays fun long after the point it should do, and I can't really put my finger on why. It's just enjoyable to play. The whole thing has a really cool 60s Japanese B-movie vibe, and it's just generally really awesome. On the downside, the NPC chatter is starting to get to me. It's the same handful of phrases over and over again, map after map. This one guy keeps saying big juicy steak over and over, and I have no idea what he's talking about. The game is also fuck long. There are 85 missions plus another 45 DLC missions, so that's a hell of a lot of bugs to kill. And for the Platinum Trophy, you have to complete every level on every difficulty with every character. So that's just the base levels, not including the DLC, but it's still like 85 times 4 difficulties times 4 characters. That is a fuckload of fucking game, let's be honest, for the Platinum. I doubt I'll ever Platinum the fucking thing, especially since 3 of the trophies are co-op only. I mean, you can do that split screen, but like fucking around with 2 controllers just to get trophies, it's a bit silly, but whatever. Overall, the game is really, really cool. I'm loving it so far.